Right now, the U.S. Air Force shoots down a third high-altitude object, this time over Lake Huron. What we know at this hour, as it's the third shoot-down in as many days. And on the Super Bowl Sunday, how an ad during the big game 3 years ago has helped raise more than $1 million in cancer research at UW School of Veterinary Medicine. Those stories and more coming up right now at 5:30. Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. We begin with new information. For the third straight day, the U.S. military has shot down another high-altitude object, this time as it was about to go over Lake Huron, east of Michigan. Now, this comes just hours after U.S. airspace was briefly restricted over Lake Michigan earlier today. Michigan Representatives Alyssa Slotkin and Jack Bergman both tweeting out that an object was downed over Lake Huron by the U.S. military. This is just the most recent of incidents involving breaches of North American airspace. So to recap, on February 1st, the suspected Chinese spy balloon was first reported in the skies of Montana. The military shot it down 3 days later off the coast of South Carolina. The Pentagon is now analyzing those debris. Then just 2 days ago, on Friday, the Air Force shot down an unidentified object flying off Alaska's Arctic coast. Defense officials say it was the size of a small car and flying at 40,000 feet, which provided a reasonable threat to civilian flight. That object landed in frozen water and broke into pieces, but extreme weather conditions and cold temperatures are delaying those recovery efforts. And then yesterday, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said the U.S. and Canadian forces to take down a second unidentified object in the skies of Yukon, also flying at 40,000 feet and carrying the same risk to civilian planes. Yukon borders Alaska to the east. Then just a few hours later, the FAA issuing a flight restriction for defense activities over parts of central Montana near the town of Havre. NORAD later reported a radar anomaly triggered that closure, but both Montana senators John Tester and Steve Daines posted to Twitter that they'd been informed of an object in Montana's airspace. So here's a map which illustrates the locations of all of these incidents. And that brings us to today's shoot down over Lake Huron, ordered by President Biden. That object was flying at 20,000 feet. We'll bring you any new updates as we get them tonight at 10. Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and if you're a fan of the commercials, you might recognize this four-legged friend. His name was Scout, and for the University of Wisconsin School of Veterinary Medicine, he's a pretty big deal. Our Braden Ross joins us now to explain why. Braden?
When Scout was diagnosed with terminal cancer, his owner, WeatherTech CEO David McNeil, wasn't ready to say goodbye. Thanks to the University of Wisconsin School of Veterinary Medicine, he didn't have to. And now, thanks to Scout and the Super Bowl commercial, the school has raised more than $1 million for cancer research.
This is Scout. He was a loving family golden retriever.
He was one of the most trusting, kind souls. He was kind of an old soul.
He was also a Super Bowl commercial star. In 2019, Scout was diagnosed with an extremely aggressive form of cancer. His owner, WeatherTech CEO David McNeil, was told he wouldn't make it.
So Mr. McNeil, being Mr. McNeil, didn't want to take that prognosis to heart.
So McNeil brought him here to the University of Wisconsin School of Veterinary Medicine. UW vets like Dr. David Weil were able to treat Scout. McNeil, thankful to have his faithful companion still by his side, wanted to give back.
They every year put on a Super Bowl commercial. And he felt, it was his idea, that he felt it would be a great opportunity to highlight the cancer research that's being done here at the School of Veterinary Medicine.
Thanks to 30 seconds on advertising's biggest night during the big game in 2020, Scout's story inspired thousands to donate to UW's work.
It's huge to us. I mean, you look over my shoulder here, we're the only veterinary school in the world that has the type of technology to deliver radiation like the RadExact Accuray system.
With the money, the UW Vet School has been able to buy cutting-edge equipment to continue their cancer research. Work Dr. Weil says can actually help humans too.
If we look at cancer in multiple species, we may be able to solve it quicker.
After a long life full of fetch and belly rubs, Scout passed away in 2020. But Dr. Weil says his legacy will live on at UW.
That's all very exciting work, and much of that has come out through the exposure and the funding that we've received from David McNeil.
And you can catch Scout in another commercial during tonight's game, and you can find all the information you need to donate to keep Scout's legacy going on our website at channel3000.com.
All right, great start tonight. Thanks, Brendan. Well, another day of sunshine and mild temperatures here in southern Wisconsin. Meteorologist Julian Searide is outside on the patio with what the upcoming week looks like with the first warn forecast. Julian, how's it feel out there? Because I know it's nice.
Well, I got to say, McKenna, I'm really enjoying it, so much so that I don't even need a jacket outside as of right now. Now, it's not too super mild as we're getting into our Sunday evening, but it's nice enough that you don't really need that heavy coat, at least just yet. And we are on our sunset warning for us here in Madison. The cloud cover is starting to build, but we're going to be seeing another nice night on tap. 42 degrees as of right now. We're going to slide into those 30s for the rest of this evening, heading into the early parts of tonight. The cloud cover is going to continue to build as well. We're looking for a mostly cloudy night throughout much of southern Wisconsin, but our temperatures at least are really nice. 46 degrees in Janesville with 38 in Platteville. Many of us are holding on to those 40s just a little while longer before we get back to those 20-degree temperatures. Now, it's a bit breezier towards Monroe and Janesville, but for here in Madison, we're about 3 miles per hour as of right now in terms of wind speeds. And for tonight, we're looking around 27 degrees, still going to be mostly cloudy and rather mild for this time of year. But around southern Wisconsin, we're all going to be following suit into those upper 20s and cloudy conditions as we gear up for our Sunday night and ready for our our Monday morning. But folks, we do have an alert day in the forecast. We are looking for a very similar system to what we just dealt with last Thursday. We'll break down the details and potential timing of how this could disrupt anything later into the week coming up in a few moments. Until then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. In Rock County, Janesville police are investigating after a car was hit by a gun last night. Officers responded to the area of West Memorial Drive and North Grant Avenue around 9:30 after receiving multiple 911 calls reporting shots fired. Police recovered multiple shell casings as evidence, and one car in the 1100 block of North Grant was damaged by bullets. Anyone who lives in this area is urged to check their home security footage from last night between the time of 9:15 and 9:45 p.m. and send it to Janesville Police.
Nice shot, Eggs.
Viewing parties are a staple of Super Bowl Sunday, but for a group of some friends, their day began at 9 this morning out on Lake Wabesa for a round of golf. Orange Urbanstra also woke up bright and early to join them for 9 holes and learn more about what has turned into an annual tradition.
Each year, this group of best friends spends the whole Super Bowl Sunday together, but it doesn't start with football. It actually starts with golf right here on the ice.
We've been doing this for at least 30 years.
They start the day getting breakfast together. Then at 9 a.m. sharp, they all hit the links. Always the first group to play.
And it's become a part of our Super Bowl tradition. It's a Super Bowl of golf here.
They play 9 holes of golf, Wisconsin style.
It's golf with a tennis ball. They get, I believe, donated old Christmas trees to line the fairways. They have flags in each hole.
This is their Super Bowl. The group met on a softball team years ago, and they've been family ever since.
They bother me. If I liked it, it'd be okay.
Yeah, we all hate each other, so.
I got a 5. Does anybody even get a scorecard?
No, we don't.
They're simply here to have fun. But what's fun without a little wager?
We've had a hole-in-one wins a car. It's a great event. Doesn't cost a lot of money. You get a beer and a bowl of chili.
They said one year they golfed in -40 wind chill, another year in 10 inches of snow, making this year a day on the beach. But no matter the weather, they make it happen.
They had one year up here that they didn't have any ice, so we actually went to a golf course that was open in southeast Wisconsin and golfed there instead. But other than that, every year we've been up here for past 30 years.
Yeah, but this is like trying to play golf on railroad tracks.
After golf, they'll hold down the card tables for a few hours, accompanied, of course, by some Bloody Marys.
And then we go back to my house later on for the Super Bowl party.
As they told me, there's simply nothing better than this.
Yeah, I even got my sons are in it now, and then brother-in-law and my other brothers. We've been family since day one we started playing softball years ago together.
At Christie's Landing, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
Still ahead at 5:30, how engineers at the University of Wisconsin are using Disney to inspire the next generation of female leaders in the industry. We'll explain coming up right after the break.
This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and it's designed to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because only Tempur-Pedic uses our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material to relieve pressure points and support your body in a way no other mattress can. Molecule by molecule and millimeter by millimeter. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Nominate the Best of Madison online today, including Beef Butter Barbecue for Best Barbecue, Best Catering. Cast a nomination for Beef Butter Barbecue and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
Lake Ridge may be a new name, but it isn't a new bank. It's one built on over a century of community commitment. One equipped with all the knowledge and resources of 145 collective years of experience. Monona Bank and State Bank of Cross Plains are coming together as one. As Lake Ridge Bank, we're doing more together for you.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Many little girls dream of becoming Disney princesses when they grow up. I know I sure did. But female engineering students at UW-Madison want to show them that they can be engineers at the same time. Our Nicole Herzog shares more from Disney Day at the UW-Madison Engineering School. Nicole?
Yes, students in the UW-Madison Society of Women Engineers tell me they never had the opportunity to learn about the engineering field as kids. That's why they decided to create Disney Day. It's a way to get kids interested in the field and expose them to the career. Kids of all ages had the chance to spend their Sunday participating in Disney-themed STEM activities, from building Cinderella's carriage to making Princess Elsa's snow.
Getting these kids interested at a young age is really important, just to know that they can do it. I think especially when it comes to underrepresented genders, especially in engineering. Like, we have a bunch of little girls here, which is really good to see, and they seem really into it.
It's one of the main community outreach events of the semester for the Society of Women Engineers. They typically host an event for K-12 students every year. And while some kids may be too young to understand it, the students hosting the event say it's all about exposing kids to the word engineer, something they wish they had growing up.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Stay with us. Jillian's back with another check of our First One forecast right after this.
The growing popularity of electric bikes is sparking a serious safety issue. Monday will explain why it's happening and what you can do to prevent it.
After the nice weather this weekend, we are looking at 2 storm systems that will be affecting us next week. Join us Monday, 4:30 to 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
President, what's that mean for the average American?
It means saving $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And purple?
With bipartisan support, we've allocated up to $900 off adjustable mattress sets.
And how will the people pay for these so-called savings?
Try 4 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WISC-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this Robitussin, honey.
The real honey you love, plus the powerful cough relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
Robitussin, the only brand with real honey and elderberry.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, we had another gorgeous day on tap just in time for our Super Bowl Sundays. We get things rolling for us here in Madison. We have a beautiful sunset here just outside of this station as we take a look at our WISC-TV Skycam. But looking ahead, we are going to continue to see those background clouds start to take over a bit more of our skies, especially as we continue throughout the rest of this evening. Now, temperatures are going to slide into the 30s rather gradually, but we're going to see our low for tonight being to the upper 20s. It's still going to be rather quiet, however, but we are going to start to see from our surface map these low pressure systems over towards the Great Plains, especially the one just over Colorado as of right now. It's going to start to brew something that's going to be shaking things up later into the week because we have two storm systems that are going to be giving very different results for us later into the week as well. So our three things we'll need to know: we're going to be milder through Wednesday. But we have a lovely rain system coming in on Tuesday. It's going to be rather windy as well. So Valentine's Day is not going to be the most picture perfect in terms of the weather, but it's still going to be a rather mild day. Then later into the week, we have accumulating snow likely that will be rolling its way in. But that system is very similar to what we just dealt with last Thursday. Now going into tomorrow is going to be a nice day, sunshine, mild, temperatures in the 40s. And as you see throughout much of southern Wisconsin, upper 40s are even in the forecast for many areas, especially to the west for Boscobel and Lone Rock, and around 45 degrees for Janesville and 44 for Platteville. So many of us are going to be enjoying a wonderful Monday. But outside of that, as we're walking through the rest of tonight, it's going to be quiet, it's going to be cloudy, but not a whole lot of change. However, we are going to start to see a little bit cooler heading into our Monday morning. But by the time we get to our Monday evening, no issues. We're looking at temperatures into the upper 30s and even the lower 40s throughout much of southern Wisconsin. Plenty of sunshine and clear skies heading into our Monday night. Now let's talk about Valentine's Day. Well, we are going to start to see those temperatures be much milder, even above freezing by the time we're heading out the door for Tuesday morning. Wind speeds are really going to be picking up as that system starts to roll its way into the upper Midwest. So southerly winds are going to keep things mild. Cloud cover is going to take over. Then around noon, we're going to start to see a bit of that rain rolling its way into southern Wisconsin, and then we're going to start to see quite a soaker throughout much of our day. 5 p.m. we're going to be seeing our evening commute, and around the dinner time for the dates, going to be on the wetter side. So make sure you have your rain gear and you're prepared for it to be rather wet outside until we get into our Wednesday. How much rainfall we're expecting? Well, around a quarter, maybe a half of an inch of rainfall, but overall not going to be seeing too much, but just enough to make things rather wet. Now, let's talk about the alert day. We have a snow and wintry mix system once again. It's going to be very similar to what it was for last Thursday. So let's go ahead and break down the details for us. Going into the alert day, we're going to be seeing from Wednesday night into Thursday, wintry mix first, transitioning into snow that would be heavy at times going into our Thursday, which could accumulate snowfall throughout many areas of southern Wisconsin. Now, there's still not a whole lot of certainty of how much snowfall, but we are still watching for it over the next couple of days. Now, again, we are looking for the snow to really just change over and stick around throughout much of our Thursday morning, afternoon, and even throughout the rest of the day until we get into our Thursday night when it's going to start to phase out. Now, we are watching for, in terms of confidence, this can change, folks, but this is what we're seeing here at the First Warn Weather Team as of right now. Low confidence for ice accumulations, but 1 to 3 inches is rather high through many areas, especially for Madison from this system, but not too much in terms of the 3 to 6 or even seeing more than a half of a foot of snowfall either. But we are still going to be watching for these two systems. We'll talk more about that later on. We do have a little bit more time. Here's a look at our 10-day forecast, however, though. Again, the alert day is mainly for Thursday, but Wednesday night, things are going to get a bit hairy. Looking at temperatures to be rather nice as well. Still into the 40s, especially through our Valentine's Day. It's going to be around 48 degrees. But again, it's going to be a day you're going to need your rain gear. Heading into the rest of the week, Friday is going to be another quiet one. Heading into our Saturday and Sunday, temperatures can't really beat those, 37 to 41 for February.
A forecast to
love.
All right, thanks, Jillian.
Of course.
All right, more news tonight. Do you take a shower in the morning to get energized or maybe at night to relax? Well, either way, Consumer Reports has tips to help you shower smarter. Smarter for the planet, smarter for your skin, and smarter for your water bill.
Mom, I'm taking a shower.
For Robin and her family, showers are a vital part of their daily routine.
I typically shower in the morning. It helps me wake up, get in, get out, and get ready for my day.
I like to take quick showers.
I usually shower for 10 minutes at the most.
Did you know the average family uses up to nearly 40 gallons of water a day while showering, accounting for nearly 17% of residential indoor water use?
You can save a lot of water and energy just by limiting your shower time to about 5 minutes.
If you're up for an easy DIY project, install a water-saving shower head. Look for the EPA WaterSense label, which limits your shower's output to no more than 2 gallons a minute. It helps save 2,700 gallons of water per year, and it also reduces demands on water heaters, which also saves energy. If you have an electric water heater, that can add up to enough savings to power a house for 11 days. Worried that the water-saving flow won't get the job done?
In many cases, you really may not be able to tell the difference. To qualify for the WaterSense label, a shower head has to have certain spray patterns and feel and meet criteria that's at least as good, if not better, than other shower heads on the market.
Hot showers might be good for your mind, but warm water is better for dry skin, eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis. And after your shower, don't forget to add a cream moisturizer. This is Nadia Torres.
It's the biggest sports story of the day, Super Bowl 57. Jordan has more on the game after the break, plus new reports on Aaron Rodgers. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback Event. Save up to 40% off store-wide, plus get $50 instant cashback on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualifying purchase. Try it before you buy it at A1 Furniture.
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-336-0524.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means I cherish my memories, but I don't just look back on them. I look forward to the chance to make new ones every day with Verzenio.
Verzenio is proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant. Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
I'm making future memories every day with Verzenio.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and get all of the day's top stories and exclusive video right to your phone.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus, get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Try it before you buy it at A1 Furniture. Meet the candidates for State Supreme Court Thursday at 6:30.
It's go time. Super Bowl 57 officially underway in Arizona. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs taking on Jalen Hurts and the Eagles for the coveted Lombardi Trophy. Each team wanting to be the last one standing in this historic matchup. Well, the Eagles got the ball first. Right now they are driving and in the red zone. I'm going to have much more on this game tonight at 10. And since we're talking pro football, a new team might have their sights set on Aaron Rodgers. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the New York Jets have inquired about Rodgers' availability, clearly seeking a veteran after struggling with Zach Wilson under center this season. Also worth noting, Nathaniel Hackett, the former offensive coordinator with the Packers, is now the Jets' OC. Now, Rodgers is gearing up for his 4-day, 4-night complete darkness retreat where he will mull over his future, whether that's with the Packers, with another team, or retiring altogether. So now we just wait and see. Badger men's hockey truly rose to the challenge last night in front of a loud and packed Kohl Center where they upset the #1 team in the country. And what makes it even sweeter happened to be Minnesota. The Gophers scored their first and only goal late first period, and it was all Badgers. Carson Banzel finished the night with a goal and an assist. Daniel Latch nets his first career goal, or his first goal of the season, and that actually was the go-ahead in the second period. And between the pipes, Kyle McClellan made 32 saves. And the men were not the only Badger squad with a border battle upset last night. The women took care of business in Minneapolis, beating third-ranked Minnesota 7-5. 6 different Badgers found the back of the net, with Kirsten Sims posting her first multi-goal game. She provided the go-ahead in the second period, and then freshman Caroline Harvey buries the final go-ahead in the third period. The Badgers went 2-0-2 against the Gophers this season.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Stay with us. We have one final check for forecast coming up when we return.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
This city is magical. Let's enjoy Illinois. Come on.
The best New York strips are actually in Chicago. Wow, for Bravo Pizza hot dog.
Look out below! What time does that train leave? Welcome to the middle of everything.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Nominate the Best of Madison online today, including Beef Butter Barbecue for Best Barbecue, Best Catering. Cast a nomination for Beef Butter Barbecue and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and it's designed to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because only Tempur-Pedic uses our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material to relieve pressure points and support your body in a way no other mattress can. Molecule by molecule and millimeter by millimeter. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Lake Ridge may be a new name, but it isn't a new bank. It's one built on over a century of community commitment. One equipped with all the knowledge and resources of 145 collective years of experience. Monona Bank and State Bank of Cross Plains are coming together as one. As Lake Ridge Bank, we're doing more together for you.
For us, well, enjoy the swing of lovely weather for us. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the middle to upper 40s, and then some rain for our first storm system, and then another system which will bring in a bit of a wintry mix and even some more snowfall. Once again, very similar to what it was last Thursday for Thursday. That's where we have the alert day, and we'll continue to bring updates.
All right, thanks, Jillian, and thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here with more news coming up tonight at 10.